Hello, this is Kathy from Scrappy Counselor Designs at scrappycounselor.blogspot.com. Welcome, and we are entering into my craft room, and as we enter I have a spinner here that holds all of my Stampin' Up old punches, very handy, and just underneath that I have 4 cubes with my 12 by 12 papers in it, and next to that is just a rollaway rubber cart that holds paper punches, photo paper, odds and ends in it. And then as we look down that wall, I'm going to stay on the 4 walls. I live in an apartment, so it's very compact, so we have to find the best usage for the area. And here I picked up a wall unit at IKEA. It has 25 cubies, and I have actually placed in these boxes that are in the cubies, also came from IKEA. Anyway, I have box for envelopes, photo corners, tapes, adhesives. The white little cubby holds my fabric scraps for the mini books. And then along the bottom I have AccuCut dies that I got from a friend. And the very last cubby I actually have my Sizzix alphabets in it. And then the next rows up just basically have just the supplies: toilet paper rolls, coffee sleeves, paper bags, flowers, bling. And the very top shelf I have for my 6x6, 8x8 paper packs, and I also have my Tim Holtz, his adage sticker books and the like. And down that row I also hold my 8.5 by 11 inch cardstock. And then on the very top I store extra paper and supplies for the mini books and scrapbooking. And as I back up, you can actually see in the center of the room I actually have a tall rollaway that carries my alcohol inks. Top drawer has embellishments. I have my cat eye powdered inks and just various different tools that are needed. And on top of that there is a shelf that has I have a Stack and Store by Stampin' Up that holds all of my Tim Holtz embellishments. And next to that are jars of different flowers, Prima, Recollections, and the like. And then that shows into the room. You can see the table. I have a chair on each side so I can have 2 people scrapping at the same time. And on the side of that, on each side, I have on one side are my punches, scissors, and they're actually stored in a bathroom soap holder and little towel holder. And next to that I actually have a cube that I found at a yard sale. Awesome find for $2.50. It actually rotates, holds all of my tools, and then on each side there's a little drawer full of little goodies, tapes, sequins, and the like. I have my mats and my big grabber thingy, scissors, rulers, and paint brushes and the like. And so they're all very handy, and each side can actually reach those with no problem. And then just the opposite side of the table there are 2 shelves again. I got them at a craft warehouse type of sale. Got them both pretty cheap. They have 2 drawers and then a platform and then 2 other additional shelves. I think they're supposed to be for ribbon, but I actually hold my small jars of flour And below that I have my adhesives on the left, and on the right there is my paint daubers. And then in the next shelf over, where the drawer should be, I actually have 5 containers of they're to hold the bead holders. And sorry for the glare. Anyway, they're easily, I can see what color I want fairly quickly without having to bring down each and every little container to find what I want. And then above that I have all the Martha Stewart punches, border punches, corner rounders, and the like. And I'm going to move back, and across from the desk you can see the computers and my printers, both for photos and regular printing, are there. And to the right of the table on this side, I actually have 3 cubies. Most of that holds Tim Holtz supplies, distressed inks, distressed powders, just all kinds of things that he uses for his techniques I have there. And in the shelf, the cubie next to that, I actually have several notebooks that have Tim Holtz techniques from 2007 through 2010. And I just have those handy so I can look at his and get inspired. And above that, there's a 3-drawer wooden desk drawer that actually holds, the bottom drawer is actually holding all of the Tim Holtz ink tools. I have one for each color. Makes it much handier than changing out the little pads. And then the top drawer holds his mask. Above that I have embossing powders and glitter. And then above that I just have buttons and trinkets and doorknobs. And then above that, to the left, I actually have some shelving that holds all of my Sizzix big dies, as well as Stampin' Up big dies and embossing folders. And then below that I found a cupboard at a yard sale again, paying, I think it was $10 for this one, but it holds all of Tim Holtz exclusively. I love his techniques, I love his dies, he's just such a creative person. And then below that I have Stampin' Up their new line of punches, and then to the right of that I have border punches. So I try to have pretty much everything really closely at hand. And the Tim Holtz dies are actually above, or to the right or the left of, depending on how you're looking at it, the Vagabond. Wonderful die cutting system. It's worth every penny you spend for it. And it definitely is good for people who have arthritis. Okay, I'm coming around the room and looking back down towards the door as I entered. I have a CD holder, but it actually holds all of my acrylic stamps for Stampin' Up on the first 3 shelves, and then the last 3 shelves holds all of my Cricut cartridges. Really fun. I am try to be very organized. Sometimes I think I'm a little obsessed with that. And then turn around and I have a table that has my Cricut on it and the AccuCut machine. I was given the AccuCut machine by a friend with all the dies. It's actually my granddaughter's other grandma. So she really blessed us. And then above the table to the left there are 2 ribbon holders. Obviously filled with lots of ribbon, as you can see. And then the little turntable in the corner actually holds ribbons that I have pulled out of kits that I have disassembled from Quick Quote conventions or the CK conventions. I find that I have never really used the kits as much as I do when they're apart. So I just kind of create in my own little way. And then across that I just have a little stand on the wall that holds quite a few Tim Holtz technique tags that I've made at the Scrappy Stamper in Centralia. And below that I have some stacking bends, but then there's this little wooden box that I actually altered, which holds drawers, and the top has a mirror on it, which is fun. And then as I come closer to the computers, above it I have all my inspiration, is my family, all my grandchildren, my husband, and my puppy. So it's just a fun place to create. And then as I turn over to the right, coming around the room again, I actually have QBs that are next to 4 plastic doors that I just hold basic office supplies for an office, like paper, ink, pens, pencils, that kind of thing. But next to that I actually have QBs that hold all of my specialty paper, and that's Stampin' Up, Tim Holtz, DCWV, Bo Bunny, Graphic 45, and Quick Quotes. And if you've never attended a Quick Quotes convention, go. Find one somewhere across the country. They are a lot of fun and well worth the time and the money you spend at those. And then across from the chair closest to the computer, I look across the room, and we've taken off the closet doors because it actually gives me better access to all of my wooden stamps. And then above the wooden stamps is just storage for various different Halloween, Christmas. Excuse me. The red bin actually holds trims and beads that I use on my mini books and scrapbook papers. And on my table I actually have a couple of projects that I would like to get filmed and onto YouTube. This one here is a particular a page challenge at our scrapbook store locally here. So that's tomorrow, and that should be fun. And basically this is my cave. My husband, I think, thinks I like this room better than him sometimes. At the end of the 2025 QB, I hold quite a few of my basic bigger things I use, like the cinch and the zutter, and their supplies and things for the Cricut. And I just made them really accessible because I find I use them more if they're not quite hidden in a drawer. Oh, and last but not least, I actually have 2 little rollaways down here for my grandchildren. They actually have those drawers filled with ribbons and glitter and paper and scissors and stuff that they know that they can come into Grandma's room and play. The girls really like that. And then above that is like 6 notebooks of coloring paper, various different Disney characters. So they really have a lot of fun in here. And of course Grandma loves doing this with them. Well, thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed my short little tour. Again, you can visit my website and put comments either here on YouTube or at scrappycounselor.blogspot.com. Thanks. Good night.